Who the hell is Just Energy Radio? Sellouts, hippie flower children, and the establishment. Okay, let me explain something. The 60s was a freedom movement, and it was. It wasn't just against the war. The establishment is what we live in every single day. This woman's a doctor. I don't know who the hell she is, but I'm going to explain this to you. Growing up in the 60s was my childhood. You know, I remember the Beatles, and I remember all these bands, and I got to go hear some of these bands with my sister's first husband, Gene. And kind of like I said, guys, the 60s was a movement of hippies believing that living a freedom-type style of no war against the Vietnam War and all that. What this woman doesn't understand, this Dr. So-and-so, I don't have a clue who the hell she is, you have to understand one thing, and this was 8 years ago. We grow up. Life beats us up, unfortunately. You see, when you're young, you're free. And you are. You can make decisions, do what you want to do. But as you get older, life beats you up badly. And it really does. You know, especially when you get to be 65, 70 years old. Now, it is kind of like I said, we all grow up in the 60s, like I said. All of them, some of them in the 60s, the flower children are now senators, you know. And like I said, we all grow up and have to basically be responsible for our lives. Now, it is, guys, like I said, I'm not doing well physically at all. I'm very upset today. It's not one of my better days. I'm drinking decaf coffee and yawning. But as I said, really, if you go back, what I want you to do is to put in the 60s movement, you know, and learn more about the 60s and what people were trying to accomplish. You know, Woodstock and all the great musicians at that time. You know, the 60s was what shaped that decade. And it is kind of like I said, what's wrong with believing in peace? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with believing that we're all human beings and we should get together with each other? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with us loving each other instead of hating? What's wrong with us believing that I have more money than you are, so I'm better than you? What's so wrong with living a life of believing that the world can be a better place? That's what I'm trying to ask you. Think about it.